What's up, guys? Bam, and welcome to The Fallen Has Risen Again 2.0. Yeah, I'm doing a reboot of my previous video because I just didn't like how it went. I feel like I need to cover a few more things. But anyway, the point of the video is the subject is there's been a recent study for the Huffington Post, well, live from the Huffington Post, basically suggesting that there are more closet atheists than is statistically known. And we're just going to play the video now. Let me just broadcast, put it on the camera for you. There we go.
According to Gallup polls, 1 in 10 Americans doesn't believe in God, which should mean that about 53 of the 535 members of Congress are atheists. But that is apparently not the case. Today there isn't a single admitted atheist in Congress. In response, on Wednesday, the Center for Humanist Activism launched a political action committee entitled the Free Thought Equality Fund PAC, billing itself as the first non-theist PAC with a full-time paid staff. Zach, why is it so difficult for people? It would be easier to be gay in Congress than it is to be an atheist. Why?
I mean, it's very strange. If you look at the polling on atheism, it's gotten a little better in the last decade or so. But historically, atheists just poll really, really badly. People don't trust atheists. They are. I mean, being a minority, being a woman, all of these things poll better than being an atheist. And politicians read polls, so whatever their actual views are, it's a lot easier to just not say much about religion or your own personal religious views than to come out and say, I'm a non-believer, I am an atheist. I don't know why that is. It doesn't seem like it's that. I mean, I've got plenty of friends who are atheists. They don't seem to be particularly scary people, but I guess everybody's afraid of something.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand if you're in Mississippi or Alabama, but if you're in like Massachusetts or something, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, in particularly liberal districts, Barney Frank has come out and said that he's an atheist since he left office. But even Barney Frank, who was openly gay, one of the first openly gay members of Congress, survived a pretty serious sex scandal and ethics scandal while he was in office. Even he did not want to come out as an atheist while he was still in office. So, for whatever reason, it is this deeply unpopular thing that politicians are afraid of coming out about.
I think this study from this news report is significant to the secular movement in general, because not only does it show the validation of the congruence of statistical reports out there from the last few couple decades in terms of there being a secularization process going on in the West. It's not just that, but it's pretty much just a reflection of society and culture changing in general. Because I mean, if we look back like a few centuries ago, there was a time when religion ruled the world completely. It was called the Dark Ages. You know, it was a time when people got burned for daring to inquire about the world, or questioning dogmatic faiths, or daring that there could be equality between the sexes or anything like that. It sucked, and we progressed. And now that we had a series of scientific and technological developments and philosophical insight, now that we have more science, more reason, more freedom and liberty, that now we have more people questioning religion as an authority, if not just completely disbelieving in the concept altogether. I mean, it's not surprising. Now people try to bring up this crap about communism being some horrible atheist experiment, even though, I mean, communism operates as a religion too. I mean, it's just deifying a human being rather than some almighty superhuman power. I mean, it's just a secular religion, whatever. But for the most part, you have people in Scandinavia who have large non-religious populations, and they're for the most part very happy. They're the highest on human development, on social progress. It's not surprising that within the sciences, the more people are actually educated on these things, they're atheists or just not believing in any superstitious things like young Earth or spirits or ghosts or whatever, or UFOs or all that shit. And my advice to these people who are in the closet as atheists, you guys should actually have the courage, have the bravery to actually be open and vocal about your free thought. Because the fact of the matter is, we live in a secular nation. It's in the First Amendment, and it's not about spreading atheism. It's about spreading the value of free thought, just thinking and having these opinions, not based on religious dogma or tradition or authority, but by your own reason and by what the empirical evidence actually has to say, and being science literate. I mean, that's the reality of it, and it's it's all about maintaining that level of equality for people, whether or not they're religious or not religious. So yeah, go out there, be skeptical, ridicule it, mock it if it is. And here's the thing: if a religious person like a Christian or a Muslim actually screams persecution because you're an atheist or an agnostic or whatever you want to call yourself, or a humanist, free thinker, or rationalist, whatever you call yourself, if they actually feel offending, critical of what they believe, then just tell them to go to their church. Okay, all right. If you don't want this shit criticized, as long as you keep it out of government and schools and stuff like that, then I have no problem with it. It's fine. But freedom of religion means freedom from religion. And, and it's fine that you have that belief. If I have the right to believe, it's fucking ridiculous due to the lack of evidence. And I think we need that thought now that we have the Trump administration. I think that people within this generation, the millennial group, and more of these themselves, because we need more people calling bullshit on stuff. These people talking about demons and the end of the world coming, and some holy war going on, between Muslim nations and for Israel and all this other bullshit. I think it's fair that we actually get some rational thought and demand for empirical evidence on the table, and less about faith and spiritual guidance and all that bullshit. But yeah, that's my little rant. That's my 2 cents in there. That's my insight. Yeah, I like this version. I think it's better. Anyway, this has been Wolf King. Peace out. If you like this video, you know what to do. Stop out it, dare to know, and hail Satan. Ciao.